The Hundred Years' War raged. France, locked in a desperate struggle with England, sought a miracle. Welcome to Cryptic Mystic Vault, where we explore the enigmatic tales and unsolved puzzles of history. From the bustling streets of Paris, an unlikely hero would emerge, not a knight in shining armor, but a man of law and numbers. Jean Bureau. Born around 1390 in Semoine, Champagne, Bureau's early life was far removed from the clang of steel and the roar of cannons. He was a man of knowledge, his world filled with legal documents and tax ledgers. Paris, under English control, was where Bureau honed his skills as a lawyer and tax official. Yet fate had other plans. When Charles VII, the uncrowned King of France, raised his banner against the English, a call to arms resonated within Jean and his brother Gaspard. Around 1424, they offered their services to the Dauphin, a fateful decision that would change the course of the war. Charles, recognizing their talents, entrusted the Bureau brothers with crucial roles. Jean's sharp mind, accustomed to meticulous calculations, found a new outlet in the burgeoning field of artillery. His rise was meteoric. By 1439, he was appointed master gunner of French artillery, his brother Gaspard by his side as master of ordnance. It was an unprecedented ascent, a testament to their abilities and the changing face of warfare. Jean Bureau, the lawyer turned artillery master, stood ready to etch his name in the annals of military history. His weapon of choice? Not the sword or lance, but the thunderous power of gunpowder. The age of medieval chivalry was waning. A new era of gunpowder and strategic brilliance was dawning. Jean Bureau, thrust into the heart of the 100 Years' War, understood the limitations of traditional warfare. Knights in shining armor, once symbols of invincibility, were increasingly vulnerable to a new breed of weapon, the cannon. Bureau saw the potential of these fire-breathing behemoths, not as crude instruments of destruction, but as tools of strategic brilliance. He envisioned a new form of warfare, one where precision and overwhelming firepower would reign supreme. His vision extended beyond simply deploying cannons. It encompassed their design, their deployment, and their devastating effect on the enemy. He meticulously studied the science of gunpowder, experimenting with different mixtures to enhance its potency. Under his watchful eye, stronger cannon barrels were cast, capable of withstanding greater explosive forces. He implemented standardized calibers, ensuring uniformity in ammunition and maximizing efficiency on the battlefield. Bureau understood that mobility was crucial. He revolutionized cannon carriages, designing lighter, more maneuverable platforms that could be rapidly redeployed to different sections of the battlefield. Aiming mechanisms were refined, allowing for greater accuracy and turning his cannons from instruments of chaos into tools of pinpoint destruction. However, his true genius lay in his tactical deployment of artillery. He recognized the need to protect his guns and their crews from enemy assaults. He pioneered the use of ditches and fortifications, shielding his batteries from direct attack. This innovative approach maximized the effectiveness of his artillery while minimizing their vulnerability. The Siege of Meaux in 1439 served as a brutal testing ground for Jean Bureau's evolving artillery tactics. Meaux, a strategic stronghold held by English forces, became a proving ground for the master gunner's deadly innovations. It was here that the roar of cannons, meticulously positioned and expertly commanded, would signal the decline of traditional siege warfare. Bureau's cannons, their barrels glowing with infernal fire, unleashed a relentless barrage upon the fortress walls. Stone crumbled under the impact of iron cannonballs, a testament to the destructive power Bureau had unleashed. Gone were the days of protracted sieges where attackers chipped away at defenses with picks and battering rams. Bureau's artillery hastened the process, battering down gates and shattering fortifications with terrifying efficiency. The defenders of Meaux, accustomed to the more conventional threats of arrows and siege towers, were ill-prepared for the terrifying power of Bureau's bombardment. The psychological impact of the relentless cannonade was as devastating as the physical damage. Morale plummeted within the besieged city as the very earth seemed to tremble beneath the thunderous volleys. The Siege of Meaux, though a brutal affair, marked a turning point in the 100 Years' War. It showcased the devastating effectiveness of Bureau's artillery, proving that even the strongest fortifications were no match for well-directed cannon fire. The resounding victory at Meaux cemented Bureau's reputation as a military innovator of the highest caliber, his name whispered with a mix of fear and admiration in the courts and camps of Europe. Jean Bureau's innovations in artillery were nothing short of revolutionary. His cannons, more accurate and powerful than ever before, changed the course of battles. The roar of these cannons on the battlefield was a deafening testament to the new era of warfare that Bureau had ushered in. It was quite frankly a game changer. Bureau's genius didn't stop at artillery. His mastery in siegecraft was equally remarkable. With a keen understanding of fortifications and siege tactics, he orchestrated assaults that were both strategic and devastating. Bureau's ability to adapt and innovate in the face of fortified defenses made him a formidable force in medieval warfare. The legacy of Jean Bureau's military innovations endures to this day. His advancements in artillery and siegecraft set new standards for future generations. Bureau's impact on warfare was profound, influencing military strategy and technology for centuries. His contributions remain a cornerstone in the history of military science. Imagine a world where Jean Bureau's artillery innovations never took hold. Warfare would have remained dominated by traditional siege tactics, prolonging conflicts and increasing casualties. The rapid advancements in military technology seen in the 15th century would have been delayed, potentially altering the course of European history. The 100 Years' War might have dragged on, affecting the political landscape of France and England. This delay in technological progress could have also impacted the Renaissance, as resources and focus remained on prolonged warfare, rather than cultural and scientific advancements. The world we know today, with its rapid technological and cultural progress, might have been vastly different. Bureau's contributions not only shaped the battlefield, but also paved the way for the world to advance beyond it. As we reflect on the past, it's clear that the innovations of one man can indeed change the course of history. Jean Bureau was such a man, and his legacy continues to resonate through the ages. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more explorations into the symbols that shape our world.